Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. Best Hogwarts house.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcast should have a theme song. Podcast should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Okay, thank you. First of all, this is going to be, we're going to get through this.
Yes.
Thank you to Caitlin Sauve. I thought it was Suave, but it's spelled S-A-U-V-E.
Thank
Sauve.
you, Caitlin. We
Yeah.
didn't even say hello to each other.
Hello.
Hi. You just launched right in.
Because we just recorded last week's episode.
And we hit end and record. Okay, now we're going to do this one. No, hello.
Oh, sorry. Let's keep up here.
It's nice to still be seeing you.
This is so nice. You look great.
You look great.
You're like a big human smile. It makes me so happy.
Oh, buddy. You're like a super deluxe, cuddly Philadelphia Eagle fan in all his glory.
That's right. Fly me, fly. You had a great idea for this episode because the Facebook group, the conversation has been happening for weeks
About best Hogwarts house.
People ringing in with what house they are. You are, of course.
I'm a Gryffindor.
And I am a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
We have friends who are Slytherins. Our friend Travis McElroy is a Slytherin. My wife is a Hufflepuff.
Of course she is.
Just no surprise.
This conversation has happened in so many. I always joke that this show is barguments.
Yes.
This conversation I have had in so many bars and on this show that I've been working on in the dressing room, we talked about, or in the makeup trailer for the show, we'd been talking about this, and it became a long running conversation.
Really?
Of who's what house and what the best house is. So
yeah.
This is a conversation that people have. What is the best Hogwarts house?
Yeah.
We had an idea of a way to
You did.
determine.
Full credit to you.
Well, but it's our show. We
Yes.
got this. Of the way to pick the best Hogwarts house would be to utilize J.K. Rowling's Pottermore website, which features a questionnaire.
Yes.
And when you complete the questionnaire, it tells you which house you have been sorted into.
Correct.
So, the way we are going to do this today, we're going to treat this like a clean slate episode where we are going to correctly, definitively answer each of the questions on the Pottermore quiz.
Yes.
And then we are going to find out what the best Hogwarts house is.
Now, I assume you have not. I took this quiz a couple of years ago.
I did as well.
I have no memory of it.
I do not either.
I've signed up for a Pottermore account using the We Got This email.
Oh, I love it.
We Got This podcast at gmail.com. The name is We Got and last name this.
Amazing.
And I am at the page on Pottermore where we begin the sorting ceremony. So I will read the question. I will give the answer choices and then we will answer it. We will answer each question definitively. So you'll get the answer to a lot of things that people, at least in the wizarding world, probably argue about a lot. And then by the end, we will be sorted into what is the best house.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. The beginning. Moon or stars?
Ooh. Moon or stars? All right, let's talk about this.
I feel like the moon's fine. It's important for the tides and stuff. But we've been to the moon.
Well, celestially, the moon is not important.
Right.
To Earthlings, the moon is important.
Right. Because we're self-important Earthlings.
Right.
Our moon is so important.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking
Look
about
at it.
Io like the way they talk about our moon. Why aren't we talking about Io? Why aren't they in the conversation?
But I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm coming from, I look at it, coming from less the science standpoint though, and more the, magical romantic standpoint of when you look up at the night sky, the biggest, brightest thing there is the moon. And there's something very real called moon therapy that I love, which is you just sort of bask in what you're looking at me like it's not a real thing.
No, I'm looking at you like it is a real thing. And of course you know about it.
Yeah. Moon therapy is my jam.
Is it? What?
Moon therapy?
Get on your roof. In a robe.
Yeah.
Look at the moon.
Yeah. Basically that's it. You you just bask in the vibe of the gravitational pull of the moon. And
Never been more disappointed in you.
Well, how dare you?
Vibe of the moon?
Yeah.
How about this? I would have thought you would say, as someone who is a dreamer, that when you look out at the stars in the sky, you see infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
And that we use those and they're also practical. We use the North Star to guide us. You know, that was what ancient sailors used to figure out where they were, was they used the stars. They used star charts. And then celestial mechanics and the sun is a star.
Yeah. And there is something about that, about the not the practical parts of it, but since I was a kid, my first constellation, like many kids, that I learned was Orion. Because it's the most easily visible in North America or in the Northern Hemisphere. It's the easiest one to pick out. And there's something sort of great about how, the stalwart, as long as I look up and I can see Orion, then I know that I exist on this earth.
Right.
I guess I think it's got to be the stars, right?
Yeah. I mean, put it this way. Would you have been as excited about it if it were called Moon Trek or Moon Wars? No, you wouldn't.
Though I will say there's that great Hallmark quote, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll still be reaching for the stars or something like that.
That's stupid. It's stars, asked and answered.
All right. It's stars.
No,
I really butchered that, by the way.
Well, you would stumble onto,
you
would stumble onto some stars. Maybe.
Yeah.
You might just hurtle through a void forever.
That's true.
All right. Which of the following would you most hate people to call you? Here are the choices.
Most hate people to call you.
Yes.
Okay.
Ordinary, ignorant, cowardly, or selfish?
Ooh. Most hate for people to call me.
Yes.
I would say the worst of those things to be called, for me personally, is selfish.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I think that's, like, ignorance not great, cowardly's not great, but
no, none of those are
to be
great.
selfish?
To be selfish feels like...
To not care about other people?
That seems like the worst of all possible. Yeah.
Exactly. Asked and answered.
All right.
We don't want to be called selfish. Do people call you, you don't think do you think you, I'm very conscious as an only child that I think about that a lot. I think, like, am I being selfish? Because I didn't grow up. I didn't have to share toys with kids or do anything. I didn't have to share my parents with anybody. I added all to myself.
Yeah.
And I know that for large portions of my life that there's an assumption that comes to that, like, well, whatever, I'll just say something that I want to do. And if we do it, then great. But, I also think about it in terms of, well, I'm just going to throw something out there now. I think there was a time where I would have expected, well, like, that's what we're going to do, right? Because when I grew up, I didn't have to make decisions. I didn't have to decide what we were going to watch on TV. I didn't have to share that like you did with your sister.
Sure.
So.
And brother.
And your brother. But your sister, it seems like you and your sister were locked in more of a battle for TV time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would watch Pinwheel for 4 hours a day.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking of. But so I always try to think, I hope I'm not being selfish. I don't want to be selfish. That to me seems like the worst thing I could be called.
And we also picked a career path that, not necessarily selfish, but self-centeredness and self-focused, is such an easy thing and almost a requirement.
Right.
That it's a thing that I have constantly struggled with trying to avoid. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Not being self-focused, in this job that is very much that.
And I don't think it escapes either of us that we're talking about this on a podcast where we expect people to listen to us make decisions for them every week.
There's still a tongue firmly planted in a cheek.
Yes. So it's selfish, asked and answered.
Well, let's take a look at the other three. Just to give it
coward.
Because I don't know how many questions are on this, and this could take 10 minutes.
Cowardly.
Cowardly is bad. I love, like, bravery is a noble thing.
Yeah.
But if someone's chasing me with a knife and I turn around and run away, cowardly survives.
Yeah. I think ignorant means you don't know something. It doesn't mean you won't ever know it.
Right.
Ignorance to me is an opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
And then ordinary. What does that even mean?
I don't know. That seems like the worst things. There's something wrong if the worst thing someone can call you is ordinary.
Yeah.
There's something a little selfish about that.
Yes. I even more, if you're someone who refers to people as normies, you are not as unique as you think you are. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
Guarantee you that. We are all special in our own way. But yeah, I think selfish is the worst of these.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, so that's asked and answered. If you could have any power, which would you choose? There are 6 choices.
Oh man, this is a whole episode unto itself.
Oh yeah.
And we've probably done this. We could actually look in our catalog.
Well, we have best superpower.
Mm-hmm, that's what I was thinking.
Is super speed.
Sure. Or also the ability to speak every language.
Never. Here it is. The power to read minds. Do you want to just go through these one at a time?
Yeah.
Power to read minds would be very cool, but I would hate to know what people are.
Yeah.
If you think somebody's thinking something terrible and then they are,
yeah.
Can you be mad at them for it?
Also, that seems really dangerous and dark and I don't like the idea of mind reading to me as a power has always given me the heebie-jeebies.
Yes. Invisibility. It's cool.
It's great. Sure. It's very cool.
If you're a perv.
Yeah.
You might take advantage of it, but also somebody could just run into you. Like if you're just running across the street.
Yeah.
Like there are some people who just don't care where crosswalks, they'll cross 10 feet away from a crosswalk and be like, I can't be bothered to walk that extra 10 feet over that way.
Me.
Yeah. Me too sometimes.
Me too. Living in New York, me too, every day.
When I'm driving, it really bothers me. When I'm a pedestrian, there's good reason.
Sure.
But, cars will stop because they see you sometimes or they'll slow. They don't see anything there.
Claude Rains does not jaywalk.
No.
The Invisible Man is not
or what's left of him.
Yeah.
The power of superhuman strength. When I was, a kid.
God.
I picked up like a piece of wood in the forest that I thought was really big. It was probably hollowed out. Mm-hmm. So it didn't seem as light. And I was like, maybe I have superhuman strength. This is how I find out that I'm a superhero. What else should I try to
picking up the car?
Yeah, exactly. What else should I try to lift? Is Glenn Ford trapped under anything? Can I go help him?
So did you just go around trying to pick up cars as little 6-year-old Hal?
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wish I could say I was 6. I was probably 12.
Also, we have machines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can build a building now. You don't need superhuman strength because Caterpillar has built machines that can pick up boulders.
Yeah. Here's another one. Mm-hmm. The power to speak to animals. This presumes that an animal has anything to say other than what their base instincts are and what they're following at the moment.
Yeah. If you could talk to a bee would just say, make honey, make honey, make honey, make honey, get pollen, get pollen, get pollen, get pollen, serve the queen.
I think your pet would not actually say any of the things you make them say in the voice you've made up for them.
You'd be disappointed, I think.
And if you have a pet, you've made up a voice for that pet. Like, my name's Dexter and I like treats.
Oh, Dexter is my brother's dog's name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what actual Dexter would say is like
food,
yeah.
food,
bathroom,
foot,
food, yeah,
fight foot.
What is noise?
Yeah.
So I don't think that would work as well. This assumes a level of intelligence in animals that I don't think is there.
Oh,
I would like to talk to
throwing down the gauntlet to
primates. I would like to talk to primates and know what's going on.
But some primates can be communicated with.
Yes, yeah. Like Coco had a huge vocabulary. Wouldn't it be great to be able to read or speak with Coco? And hear exactly what Coco was thinking? It'd be amazing. Shirt.
Kitten.
I'm the only one without a shirt. Mr. Rogers. The power to change the past.
Oh. That, even in the Hogwarts universe, Hermione even says it, terrible things happen to wizards who meddle with time.
Yeah.
That said, there's the whole kill the baby Hitler argument.
Mm-hmm.
But
we don't know.
It's such a deep spiral, I think.
You don't know what else comes into that vacuum. You don't know if you're preventing it or just delaying it.
Right. Or
there's no way to know.
Or, by changing one thing, setting off another potentially even worse thing.
The butterfly effect.
Right.
Yes.
It does have its positives. All of these have both positive and negative elements.
Yes.
There is good that can be done killing baby Hitler
Absolutely.
out of meddling with time.
Yes.
But it seems like such a huge thing that I don't understand, that I would not, I don't think I would touch that.
Yeah. The power to change your appearance at will. This is the final choice. I like this.
I kind of love that too.
Yeah.
Shape-shifting sounds so fun.
I would love it. I wouldn't have to diet anymore.
I know.
So you could just get rid of and be in shape.
Yeah. Shape-shifting is a fun one.
It's too tempting. I can't imagine picking anything else. It's too tempting. It's too tempting.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
It's not like you would turn into an eagle.
No.
Which by the way, shape-shifting into an eagle would be amazing, because then this shape-shifting one, there are a lot of other powers implied within it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you want to fly, you could shapeshift into a bird.
Okay.
If you want to be invisible, you could shapeshift into an ant.
Yeah.
If you want to, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things that are possible.
True.
Shapeshifting. It's got to be.
Yeah. All right. We're selecting that one. Asked and answered.
Do we know how many questions there are?
We don't. Oh, this one's very long. So I think we should just read the list and just pick one.
Okay.
This one seems very long. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? Here are the choices. Okay. Tabby cat. Siamese cat. Ginger cat. Black cat. White cat.
Is this just all cats?
Nope. We're into the owls now. Tawny owl. Screech owl. Brown owl. Snowy owl. Barn owl. Common toad, natterjack toad, dragon toad, harlequin toad, and three-toed tree toad.
Or if you're from Philadelphia, a tree-toed tree toad.
Yeah, look at that tree toad over there. I'm gonna take him with me to Hogwarts. I can't wait to learn about magic.
Is it Hogwarts or just Hogwarts?
Hogwarts.
All right. Well, first we have to determine. I feel like it's got to be an owl.
I want an owl. Yeah.
Now we just have to determine which kind of owl. Can you bring up on your trusty laptop a bunch of pictures of these different kinds of owls, and we'll just go whichever one looks the awesomest. How does that sound?
Yes. Here's the barn owl.
Okay. This.
Why is it showing Yahoo results?
I don't know. Did you Bing
There's
it?
a barn owl. That's pretty.
It's a classic looking owl. Sure. It's got that very stark face with the flat white. Looks like it's got clown makeup on.
Yes.
Brown with
Here's snowy owl.
Snowy owl. I do.
Oh, so pretty.
White. Snow owl.
Look how pretty.
Snowy owls are really pretty.
All right. Let's try the brown owl.
Okay.
How now, brown owl? Great.
There was a thing when I was a kid called a brown cow. Which is still one of the all-time great Mayfield dessert products. It was just a chocolate-covered ice cream bar. Brown owls are the ones with the hilarious giant yellow eyes.
Yes. And the ones that, they always look like they're shocked.
Yeah.
And then the ones with the brows look like they're judging you. Because they definitely are.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They do have the brown owl has very expressive eyes.
Let's see the screech owl.
Is the whole cast there? Can we get a Lisa Turtle owl or a AC Slater owl?
They look like a brown owl, kind of.
Yeah, they're a less fun brown owl.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not as fun.
Yeah, sorry, you're not as fun, Screech owl. Zoinks!
Then the other one.
That was Shaggy, not Screech.
Yeah.
I'm getting all of my high school groups of friends confused.
Here's the tawny owl. Oh, look at tawny owl.
Cute and sweet.
Look at that cute little tawny owl.
I don't know. I feel like for me, it's between the.
Hello, I'm a little tawny owl.
For me, it's between the brown owl and its big yellow owl eyes and the snowy owl.
I like the snowy owl. I think it's the prettiest.
And it makes
the prettiest. It feels like if you have a snowy owl, you've got a story of how you got the owl.
There is something about it, but that brown owl with its big yellow eyes. So my grandmother was obsessed with owls and had owl sort of knickknacks. You know, like a lot of times there'll be someone that has like an animal that they love and they'll have knickknacks of all different kinds with that animal on there. And it was usually a brown owl that she had because of those great big yellow ringed eyes.
Yeah. When you think of an owl, you think of a brown owl.
Yeah.
But isn't a snowy owl more exotic? Or would you rather, whoops. I chose snowy owl by mistake. I meant to
I
arrow.
guess it's snowy owl.
I swear it was by mistake.
I guess it's snowy owl.
That's an answer. You know what? If you can spit tobacco juice on it, it looks like a brown owl, and make it stay up for a long time.
If the difference, if you've just tainted this win for whatever wins by selecting,
could you imagine
snowy owl?
You know what? It was meant to be.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're right.
All right.
The universe decided for us on that one.
There are 4 choices here. Which nightmare would frighten you the most?
Ooh.
Standing on top of something very high and suddenly realizing that there is no hand or footholds nor any barrier to stop you from falling.
Mm-hmm.
An eye at the keyhole of the dark, windowless room in which you are locked.
Oh.
Yeesh.
So you're in a dark, windowless room and you see an eye appear in the keyhole.
Yeah, how? It's blocking out the light. Anyway, no problem. Waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. Oh, that's just sad.
Yeah.
Before being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you and everyone laughs at you. I'm from Philadelphia. That's just how we are.
I'm from the South. That's also how we are.
Exactly.
I'll tell you though, the one that jars me the most out of that is the It's a Wonderful Life one.
Standing on top of something very high?
No, the It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, nobody remembers who you are?
Nobody knows who you are.
Right.
Like, the idea of all the people that I care about, all of my loved ones, not knowing who I am is the most isolating and horrifying thing to me. An eye in the keyhole, that could prove positive or negative.
That's true.
The falling for me, the free fall, at some point I would simply have to be resigned to my fate and just be like, well, I'm in this amazing, awesome free fall. Oh, I hope I can fly by the end of it.
Makes me so nervous.
I know.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
But
I think that's the scariest.
The most jarring one.
All right. I'm selecting that one.
Mm-hmm.
Waking up to find that neither your friends nor family have any idea who you are, asked and answered. 4 goblets are placed before you.
Ooh.
Which would you choose to drink?
You must choose, but choose wisely.
The answers coming up after this break.
Ooh.
This is NASA. I see a flat Earth, but we should lie to everybody about it and say it's round. 10-4.
Maximum Fun brings you the latest podcast, an expose on the flat Earth.
I want to take advantage of humankind and make them believe a lie so that they will trust us with the government.
It's all an elaborate lie, and when you get on a plane, they purposefully fly you farther than you need to go.
It's disgusting. It needs to be stopped. And if you listen to Ono, Ross, and Carrie, we will tell you the truth behind the lies.
Just kidding.
No, we won't do that. We will just tell you the truth behind the truth, because what we do is we look at extraordinary claims.
That's right. We've gone undercover with alternative medical treatments, fringe religious groups, fringe science claims, the spiritual, paranormal. We're there to check it out and let you know what happens.
Is the Queen Mary haunted? I don't know. Find out.
We show up, we make friends, we learn what happens when you ask questions, and we tell you all about it.
And we get all that funky stuff done to us.
It's Ono, Ross, and Carrie
at MaximumFun.org.
This holiday season, we're flooding the Max Fun store with our biggest ever new product launch. 17 brand new items from some of your favorite shows. I bet you know someone who needs a new shirt or mug, maybe a hoodie. Cozy up in a pair of Max Fun logo socks, or keep the sun out of your eyes with a Rocket Dad hat. There is literally no better holiday gift for the Max Fun fan in your life than some new gear. And hey, pick yourself up a little something too. You deserve it. Check it all out at MaxFunStore.com. That's MaxFunStore.com.
All right. We're back.
Hello.
Hello.
How was your break?
Do we need to check back in? This is not that much time.
No.
We ate jelly beans.
We literally just ate 2 jelly beans each and then started back up.
Yeah. But before we took our break, 4 goblets were placed before us. Which one do we choose to drink? The foaming, frothing, silvery liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds. That's one. The smooth, thick, richly purple drink.
Wow. You really, you turned that into an adverb at the end.
I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize. I'm cold reading this. I'm going to do it again. But I'm not going to click. The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolate and plums.
Oh, that sounds good.
The golden liquid. So bright that it hurts the eye, and which makes sunspots dance all around the room. That sounds terrible.
Oh, I kind of love that. Drinking liquid light
that you can't see. Make you blind. The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions.
I think
I know your favorite. Yeah, exactly.
I think I've had that one. It was the Starbucks special for a little while.
That unicorn frappuccino.
I kind of like. I mean, there's so we have 2 sparkly ones. We have the bright shining light gold one. We
diamonds.
have the frothy diamond one, and then we have the delicious purple chocolate. I don't know. A part of me leans toward. We've done so much magic. Maybe I just want a chocolate shake.
That's what I want. I just want that.
I kind of just want the one that's like delicious chocolate and plum.
Yeah.
That smells good.
Does it have to be dangerous?
Looks good? No. I don't want to drink diamonds. No. Those things can cut glass, and glass can cut person.
Yeah.
So then diamonds can cut person.
Yeah, later on, what goes in must come out.
Exactly.
It's the laws of physics.
Yeah. And if you're shooting golden beams out of your butt, no thank you.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah. I think
you don't want the neighbors to be able to tell that you're going to the bathroom from looking at the small window and seeing flashes of light. Like, is the DeLorean appearing in their bathroom? No. We want the chocolate and plums. Thank you very much.
We want that. What's the goblet look? Or the goblets are all the same.
They're all there. It looks nice. It looks delicious.
The thing is, we don't know what any of them do.
We don't.
So all other things being all magic properties being eliminated, like a delicious chocolate and plum drink sounds really good.
You don't want to drink gems or molten metal or ink.
That ink one is just
gross.
Whoever picks that's a Slytherin.
Yeah, that's so Slytherin. Sometimes you can tell which one they are. I think we drank the Hufflepuff drink.
I think we might be Hufflepuffs.
Yeah, we might
Except
be.
we didn't pick talk to animals
collectively. Yeah, that's true. All right, which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? There are 5 answers.
Okay.
Hunger, cold, loneliness, boredom, being ignored.
Being ignored is like there are ways around that.
Like having a podcast?
Yeah. Hunger, there are ways around that.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know, hangry doesn't seem like that big a deal.
Right.
Loneliness feels like the most difficult one of those to endure.
Yeah, I mean, boredom sucks.
Boredom sucks, but yeah.
But loneliness is very difficult.
It's viscerally.
Feeling alone is that's it. Asked and answered.
Yeah.
Heads or tails?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Heads. Asked and answered. Oh, we were sorted. All right.
What? That was it? Wait, hold on. Was that last one? This whole thing could
literally
not pick between 2?
Went down to heads or tails.
It got down to 2 of them and it was like, well, we don't know.
Yeah.
Let's give these guys a coin flip.
Do you have an idea? I'm going to tilt it so it doesn't even show off my glasses. Do you have a sense of where do you think we were sorted? Because collectively.
Well, what are the things that it seemed like we valued? It seemed like we valued community.
Yes.
In this, chocolate and plums.
Yes. Snowy owls.
The snowy owl. That snowy owl makes me think Gryffindor.
You're afraid of friends and family not knowing who we are.
Yeah. Well, that's that community.
Yes, that's also community. We valued the stars over the moon.
The stars over the moon.
Which again is a multitude of something over a singular something.
Right. But also it looks practically at,
Yes.
Yes.
You're saying that's a very Ravenclaw answer.
That's a very
Stars.
Ravenclaw answer.
Okay. That's so Ravenclaw.
We have some Hufflepuff answers in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess that we're Hufflepuffs.
Well, People of the world, we have been into the sorting ceremony. We answered all the questions one-on-one and gave the definitive answers to them. We probably, you might know this house by some of its renowned members, including Nymphadora Tonks, Cedric Diggory. Did you know that our house ghost, the Fat Friar, still resents the fact that he was never made a cardinal? Or that we've produced the fewest dark wizards of any house at Hogwarts? Folks, I didn't expect this.
I did not either.
But much like Pomona Sprout, the best house, we are members of the best house now, which is Hufflepuff.
Yeah, we're Hufflepuffs.
Hail to the color yellow and Badgers.
All right, Badgers.
You know what? Here's it's interesting, people of the world, and Mark, that you have two people who are both, one who is a brave Gryffindor, the other who is a brilliant Ravenclaw. But together, we have a lot of heart, and we care for one another.
Yeah.
And I think when we're combined, that our heart shows through.
Combined with both us and with the people of the world.
Yes. So I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
In a way. How'd you feel? You seem excited.
I'm really happy that we're a Hufflepuff.
Tell me why.
Because it feels like the house that has everyone else's back. And I like that.
Yeah. That is nice. There you go. This is a big surprise. I did not know what was going to come up. I had a strong feeling it wasn't going to be Slytherin.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, because we didn't drink that ink.
Yeah, we didn't drink that ink. When I thought about that, I thought about Pee-wee's Big Adventure when he gives the trick gum to is it Nelson? Is that his name?
What is that guy's name?
Right, you know what I'm talking about. But he gives him the gum that makes the black liquid pour out of his mouth. That's what I thought. I was I don't want to drink that.
Hold on, I got to look this up.
Yeah, please look it up.
You look it up. You're probably faster than me.
Okay, but do you have any words you want to say? Now that we know that the best house is Hufflepuff?
Yeah. I want to say I'd like to go see that musical Puffs that's been playing, I think off Broadway for a long time.
Oh, is there
it's like a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, but for the Harry Potter universe. It's all about
hilarious
Hufflepuffs.
I love it.
I think you put it well. I think that collectively one Gryffindor plus one Ravenclaw equals one Hufflepuff.
There you go. That's the magic. By the way, it was Francis.
That
was his name. Francis was Pee-wee's rival who had that ink.
Francis.
Exactly. You don't want to be a Francis.
Yeah.
You want to be a Hufflepuff. The best Hogwarts house. I'm still in shock.
Me too.
And yet, asked and answered.
Asked and answered by both us and Pottermore.
Yeah, this is official, folks. Yeah. I don't know what you want. If you... A lot of you are going to go, I don't accept this. First of all, too bad. You now live in this world.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do for you about it. But I'll tell you this. We went through, neither of us remembering this quiz at all, and honestly answered everything.
Yeah.
And we went through and we studied it. We picked the cutest owl. Well, that one was a mistake, but I don't think that one would have bored. No. I don't think that would have made a huge difference.
The tawny owl was the cutest owl.
Yeah. Tawny owl was really cute. The little white face. Yeah. That's the one that's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Probably the noise it makes. And it's probably thinking like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Rats! I eat rats!
Yeah.
It's not a scavenger.
What you think it's saying.
I crave blood. Yeah, Hufflepuff.
Wow.
Still in shock.
Well, Caitlin, thank you for this question. Hufflepuff has officially been asked and answered, but there are many, many more topics to discuss, not just Harry Potter related, but related to all kinds of different things. So please reach out to us with your topics on Twitter at We Got This Tweets, or check out the Maximum Fun subreddit, or
you can email us at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com, or join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/We Got This Podcast. Not only will you find the research Kate McManus did on this that we did not use because we went a completely different direction.
Thank you for doing the research, Kate.
Yes.
You can find the research on there, and it will tell you all about all the different houses.
And you'll also get a brand new episode, I would imagine, of People of the World, the official We Got This After Show, hosted by our producer, Ken Plume, and researcher, Kate McManus, where they set the record straight because Kate, while we did not use her research for this episode, is a bona fide Harry Potter scholar, and her understanding and analysis of Harry Potter is very amusing. They do a wonderful show. Highly recommend it.
Absolutely. And so that just leaves us to say thank you to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively.
Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kilman, QA engineer Jen Alba. Hey, if you love the show right now during the holiday season, why don't you get the official shirt of We Got This? It says podcast should have a t-shirt on the front. Podcast should not have a t-shirt on the back. Wear it and then explain it to people, and that is how they'll find out about the podcast. You can find more information about that by going to the Maximum Fun store over at MaximumFun.org. Do it now. Buy them so they're here in time for the holidays.
That's right. And thank you for listening to this. Is this the last one that we're airing of our
This is the final Harry Potter episode for this year.
What a fun month this has been.
Yes.
So thanks for listening to our Harry Potter month here on We Got This.
Coming up next month is going to be a month of work juice.
Oh, we're doing a holiday, work juice holidays.
We're going to do it. Yes, the work juice holidays are here. We're going to have a different work juice player every episode. We have them all committed. We just have to get them scheduled.
That's right.
And you will hear from people who have been on the show before. And one leading us off is Mr. Craig Kakowski, who has not been on the show solo before.
Oh, this is very exciting.
And we never tell the topics ahead of time, but we're going to be talking about the best TV sketch show of all time. Ooh. That is the topic that he wants to discuss. Wonderful. And that's going to be a lot of fun to do with him. So tune in for that.
And thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.
Best Hogwarts house.
Was that last one Snape?
Yeah, sort of.
A little Jim Dale, a little Snape. It was Jim Dale doing Alan Rickman doing Snape.
A little Jim Dale, little Snape.
All right, let's go.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.